Hello and welcome back. I'm just gonna continue the Archon quest today, so let's get straight into it. It's Nilo.
Sorry I'm late,
Nilo?
Milu.
Uh-oh. But if Dia's here,
My
that
hands
means
are
you got
sticky.
caught, right?
You could say that, but everything worked out. She's on our side now.
Not completely.
Oh. And who are these two?
Oh, meet the Traveler and Paimon, my two newest friends. They're visitors who just arrived at Sumeru City and are looking.
So you're followers
Oh.
from another land?
I didn't mean to skip.
Oh,
No.
really? Well, that's okay. You're still invited to the Sabzerus festival. By the way, Dunyarzad, we've already started decorating the Grand Bazaar. It looks spectacular, thanks to your generous contribution.
You're very welcome. It's the only thing I could do. Do you still have enough Mora?
Probably? But don't sweat it. We've already finished renovating the stage. Come on, I'll show you.
Like the music.
Not bad. Last time I was here, the stairs were full of holes.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. Mr. Zubair was worried sick. We reported it to the academia many times, but they never sent anyone to deal with it. We didn't want anything bad happening, so we were going to cancel all the stage performances.
Why didn't anyone come
Oh,
to handle
probably
it?
because it was the theater asking.
The academia looks
Okay.
down on performers like us. They probably think it would be best if the theater closed down completely. We can't let that happen, though. Not only would everyone involved in the theater go hungry, but then we wouldn't be able to hold the Sabzerus festival anymore. Thank the Dendra Archon for Dunyarzad. But the more she gave us, we hired someone to patch up the tree, and we also gave the stage a much-needed makeover. The stage is going to be even prettier when it's festival time. I can't wait for you to see it.
And I can't wait to see you on the stage. You've been practicing so long already. It's almost time for your dream to become reality.
It's our dream. I'll do my best for the two of us. Milu!
Are there only two followers of Lesser Lord Kusanali?
She'll be dancing the dance of Sub-Zeros.
And if that's
Most
true,
important
why in the
performance
world are
at the
they
Sub-Zeros
holding a
Festival.
festival?
Dunyarzad, have you told him the origin of this holiday?
I only told them about the Greater Lord and Lesser Lord so far.
Okay. Then I'll tell you two about how this holiday came to be. According to legend,
Oh.
the Sabzerus festival was originally the Goddess of Flowers' birthday celebration for the Greater Lord. A long, long time ago, on one of Greater Lord Rukadevata's birthdays, her friends threw her a celebratory banquet. Some of the gods got drunk. One started playing music, and the Greater Lord started singing, so the Goddess of Flowers began to dance. As she danced upon the grass, countless beautiful parisaras began to bloom wherever she stepped. Those brilliant purple flowers became her dazzling stage. All the gods clamored, "Oh, if only time could stop at this very moment."
Well,
Of
that
course
sounds pretty
they
cool.
did. When people mention the gods, they always think of the Archon War. But Sumeru's gods also had happy times. Although they aren't around anymore, they're preserved in our tradition of dance. This outfit I'm wearing is apparently based on how the Goddess of Flowers looked. Though we're just tiny people compared to the divine, we still have to do our best to make sure that the birthday girl feels loved on her special day.
Nilu, you of all people will definitely be able to convey our well wishes to the Dendro Archon. I also noticed that you went the extra mile and scattered Padisaras around the stage.
They symbolize the Goddess of Flowers, after all. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death.
Yeah. The Greater Lord brought forth Padisaras in memory of the Goddess of Flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful purple.
Thinking about the Goddess of Flowers dance makes me wish I could have seen it. If my stage were anything like that, I'd be thrilled if I had just two real Padisaras on the stage.
So they're fake flowers?
So, Traveler and Paimon, what do you think? Interested in the Sabzerus festival? Will you two be coming?
No.
All of Lesser Lord Kusanali's followers will be there for her birthday. It'll be a good opportunity for you to learn more about her.
Ooh, Paimon thinks that's a great idea! Hey, is that who Paimon thinks it is? It looks like Catherine.
Dude, we see Catherine in the wild? Oh. I don't trust this Catherine.
Huh. Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break. Hey, Catherine!
Huh? Oh, hey! It's the Traveler and Paimon!
Whoa. Break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was still
This
waiting
is
for
the
her
real
to say
Catherine.
Ad Astra Abyssos.
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild doesn't require any complicated functions. But saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous. But take you two, for example. You travel across Tevat to enrich your lives and gain new experiences.
Well, we enjoy traveling across Tevat and all that, but we're mainly looking for clues about her brother.
Yes, you should keep searching. Sometimes the answers we're looking for aren't necessarily at our intended destination. Instead, they're found along the way.
Huh. Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently? Anyways, what brings you out here, Catherine?
No, not particularly. I guess you could say that I'm loving the recent atmosphere here. If festivals bring happiness to everyone, then that's where their true value lies.
This is really weird. I don't know how I feel about Catherine being
It
a
looks like it's about
non-robot
time
out
for me
here.
to be heading back now.
Also, if Catherine is a robot, why
We'll see you next time at
why
the
don't they make
Adventures Guild.
replacements?
Oh, by the way, thanks for connecting us with the Eremites. We've already made some great friends in Sumeru City thanks to you.
I'm sure you two will get along well with the people here. You've already been blessed by the element of Dendro after all. See you around.
Come and have a good look yourself. Traditional spices of the highest quality, made with pride and experience.
I don't like the way that girl's selling
I
things.
can't thank you enough for always looking after my business.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several Eremite mercenary groups are nearly in open conflict, but does the core of 30 care? And that's not all. Did you know that...
I like how his title is Know-It-All.
Talk about
That's funny.
hurly-burly, this place is busy. Guess that's only to be expected for the largest port in Sumeru. Maybe it's because of what Dia told us earlier, but Paimon can't seem to shake the feeling that there's also danger lurking in these crowds. Ooh.
There always is.
Let's get our bearings so we can start looking for leads. We know that whatever
I'm
the
kinda
Academia
surprised we haven't
lost
seen the
is
Fatui
related
yet.
to the gods. But other than that, we don't have much else to go on.
You asked the know-it-all.
told us to try posing as Academia students while asking around. Paimon checked the Akasha on the way here, and the Academia doesn't seem to have any research facilities in Port Ormos. Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more suspicious going around saying we're Academia students and asking about the stolen item?
I think we should figure that out.
Given all the people that come through here every day, if there's any information to be found, Paimon bets we could find it in the market.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about the Scarlet King and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Rexar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again? Ein something or other?
They're called Ein El Akhmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
Wait, come
Okay, so
again?
we figured out what they're...
Don't
what
you
we're
see?
looking for.
Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then deals can be made. I've heard that Ain al-Hakmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 Mora, he'll give you info on anything.
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for?
Well, I can afford it.
I wouldn't worry too much.
Sorry.
Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us.
Well, I guess
this
that
is
makes sense. And the only thing left for us now is to find a way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and pay for the information?
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to Paimon.
It is very
Is knowledge
suspicious
something
indeed.
people just buy and sell like that? So,
Probably
what's
not.
our plan?
Let's go to Jafar Tavern.
Didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 Mora! Have you lost
Reliable information is worth it.
All right.
Paimon.
Paimon never thought she'd agree to parting with that kind of Mora. But if you know what you're doing, then we should give it a shot.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when the Scarlet King exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
They're,
yeah,
she's
Paimon
a
was
traitor?
wondering what they meant too. We should ask about that if we get the chance later.
Who are you? What do you want?
I'm a student from the academia.
What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos?
I'm looking for info.
Well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Paimon can't stand to see so much Mora go.
Paimon, you're fine.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Well, what are you waiting for?
Info, obviously.
Oh, that's right. We heard you mention the Scarlet King just now. We're actually interested to know more because we're archaeology students.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info. As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of the Scarlet King. Years ago, the Scarlet King founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeru. The Scarlet King was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed the Scarlet King's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies. Furthermore, she conspired with the academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. The Scarlet King isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection. Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true god will suffer retribution together.
Ooh,
if what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of the Scarlet King. I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh?
It's the guy. It's the guy again? In the trailer.
Deranged academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you. Listen to me. That address he gave you
his eyes are
is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. then they use that to squeeze you for all the more you're worth.
Hey! Shut it, Alhaitham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this, hmm?
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
I'm warning you, don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the academia because it just complicates things. For a lunatic like you, though, we might just have to make an exception.
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Teyvat. If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more than the mere falling through of a few business deals. I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by then, some things will have happened that cannot be undone. Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today. Otherwise, he might blame you for not telling him in the future.
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay,
I mean, all of you are,
if you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Dude, he has a vision. Do you not see it?
Don't expect us to hold back.
He has a vision.
Not so fast.
Also
First,
a gem inside his chest.
more to them.
Did he give us our 500 more back? 500,000 more?
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Ah, Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students, would it?
Well...
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it.
Dude, this guy's kind of savage.
Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa.
Wow.
Did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Amorites running too. Plus, he seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask some questions. Wait up! It's Alhaitham, right?
Alhaitham.
What do you want?
I want to
No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, they might harass you again in the future.
Oh, well, that's fine. We can beat them up.
Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about!
Yeah, you're in the
Since
academia.
you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about certain something, no?
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that?
I don't think we should say this, but I'm a student from the academia. He's gonna know because he's in the academia.
A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
I know a thing or two about swordplay.
Oh, yeah! She's really strong! Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange?
He has a...
We can help with that.
He's a vision, though.
She doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Maybe not, but she can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from from guys like that. Those hot-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting. Even if you don't go alone, you won't regret taking us with you.
That's right. Yep.
All right. I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of their addresses, and you can try your luck. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information, does that mean you can tell us exactly what we're after?
You were willing to part with 500,000 mora for something and you didn't even know what it was? Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile. Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating information.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too. What else?
Seems like some kind
of
knowledge.
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen the object before. This is what you've been looking for.
What? You happy?
Paimon can't tell what it is. It looks like some kind of ornament.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
Apple.
That's amazing.
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately possess or trade them. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha and wish to change their fate. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, in Port Ormos, the valuable ones are a means to mora for the Eremites. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia students. Well, I think that about sums it up.
I heard that the academia lost something.
So that's your true objective. With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer.
We can negotiate.
You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people. I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant.
Ah, Dory.
Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell. She's guarded against people from the academia because most of her wares don't comply with academia regulations. I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition for further collaboration.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
That sounds very easy. I'm very good.
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges.
Here, over here. You can stop running now. So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
These two good customers wish to buy some horror fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
Oh, very good. Thank you. Huh? Wait, you're Dory? I'm unsure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier. Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you me. If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing any business.
Dude, she's kind of feisty.
But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet my Mora that you've been involved in some shady dealings, haven't you?
Sometimes.
Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment, but we'll take it. I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces, no matter how much Mora they might have. Not only will they get caught by the Matra, but they'll also get us into trouble. As decent folks trying to run an honest business. We don't need any of that. Wouldn't you agree? So that's why I prefer to have customers like you. It's your first time here, but don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate your house with, please, knock yourself out. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good.
Another Mora lover.
Ah, yes, of course, of course. Go ahead. Help yourselves. Voila!
Wow, she has a trove of Karen's knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in serious trouble if the Matra caught her with all this.
What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Don't worry, I'm not interested in your reasons for buying. I can, however, offer some suggestions. Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilichurls. Only 3
I don't
people
need that.
in
I have...
all of Tibet have ever studied it,
I have LMS
making it
for that.
extremely rare. It's on sale now for 350,000 Mora.
Yeesh, who would want to be an expert in that topic?
Or how about the
shoot,
architectural
LMS.
styles
Poor
and construction
LMS.
methods of Tibet in the early Archon War period? With this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation and find an excellent, well-paying job in nearly any nation.
Ooh, now this sounds like it could be
2 million Mora, and it's yours. No discounts.
Whoa, that's a lot of Mora!
Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents and price of each knowledge capsule are indicated in small text on the body of each one, down at the bottom.
Alright, let's try the method that Alhaitham mentioned.
What did he mention? I forgot. The elemental site? Yeah. Oh, so those 3. I'll take this one. I don't know which one we're pointing at. And this one. Oh, we're taking all 3 in that one.
You've really got a good head on your shoulders, and quite the eye for quality.
We'll take these, please and thank you.
My oh my, you are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the extravagant. Customers like you are a rare breed. 1 in 100. No, 1 in 1,000 even. Listen,
wow, thank you.
I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 more, you can pick any knowledge capsule of your choice up to a value of 1 million Mora.
Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million!
Yeah, don't let her trick you.
All the knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 Mora. If we spend just a little more, we can get something worth 1 million.
No, it's
more.
not. It's
Think
terrible.
about it.
It's
We've got
propaganda.
all this trouble to get this canned knowledge. And so far, everything we bought belongs to Alhaitham. Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself?
You just want to see me try it, and we're not doing it.
Come on. We still have around 100,000 of Alhaitham's Mora left.
Nope.
So let's put it to good use.
This is the definition of peer
something
pressure,
useful
but
for
I'm
you.
not giving in.
You've got a deal, Dory. We'd like to spend an extra 100,000 Mora.
Excellent. And then please
Why would you do
select
that?
from this fine collection of canned knowledge over here.
Why would you?
Hold on a second. I thought we could choose whatever we wanted. Why can't we choose the ones from over there?
Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million Mora each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourselves will be able to find something to your liking.
Oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use elemental.
She's trying to scam us.
These.
We should pass.
Why?
For our mental health.
We're getting a capsule worth 1 million Mora here. Don't be such a party pooper. Well, anyway, the Mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Dory, we'll take this one.
All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so
be sure to check back again soon. Whether it's canned knowledge or anything else you need. Bring your Mora to Dory and doors will open.
Ha! You two made it. And from the looks on your faces, you were successful.
I was.
There's so many people from the academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wikela Funduk is under the Academia's control, so naturally the Academia has people working here. I came to Port Ormos under the pretense of conducting official business.
You're a pretty daring god.
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the Matcha won't come here. Okay now, tell me how your encounter with Dory went.
She was a scammer.
Okay, we did what you asked.
We were scammed.
So, can you tell us about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost now?
Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so intent on tracking it down?
You
don't have to answer, of course.
The Dendro Archon.
Yeah, she just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Sumeru for a while now, but we still haven't found a way. When we heard that the Academia had lost something that might be related to the gods, we came here in case it turned out to be our lucky break.
In that case, you're on the right track. A short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule. Use it, and you'll gain the wisdom of the gods.
Wow.
Oh.
There's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to meet the Dendro Archon? Ooh, or even how to find your brother?
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist. And it's right here, in Port Ormos.
Tell me where it is right now.
Where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next.
Your
I won't deny
goals,
that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the divine knowledge capsule truly is. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an extremely precious item. The knowledge contained within may bring great power or wealth to whoever has it in their possession. Several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of late, but there is still no victor. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. I agreed to forego ownership of the divine knowledge capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. After all, there's no harm in understanding what it is. However, there are those who are less amenable to negotiation, such as those from Ain al-Ahmar. They adamantly believe that the divine knowledge capsule contains the Scarlet King's power, and that he will return to this world when they obtain it. They refuse to let anyone from the Academia tarnish their deity's soul.
So you kept hounding them because they refused to cooperate with you?
Yes.
Sounds like it.
Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means necessary. To that end, they've resorted to many methods more foul than fair in order to amass sufficient funds. So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiating with me. The divine knowledge capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. Each brigade will place their own bid, and the prize will be covertly given to the winner. To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Matra's notice, the winning brigade will not publicly disclose their victory. Unless I know whose hands the divine knowledge capsule ends up in, my agreements with them will fall through. Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed to me. With you on board now, the situation is different.
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the divine knowledge capsule is.
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement harms none of us. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the divine knowledge capsule's whereabouts. If she has no information, wait 2 days and approach her again.
Here, over here! Oh, welcome back, my loyal patrons. What can I do for you this time? You name it. Canned knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. I'll find a way to get it. Where there's a waterfall of Mora, there's a way. Can you really get us anything we want? Anything at all?
She kind of sounds like Hu Tao.
Aha! So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please, oblige me. Tell me what you have in mind.
I want info of the whereabouts divine knowledge capsule?
I mean, customers with pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly crave something more profound than ordinary canned knowledge. But you know, that kind of information isn't going to be cheap. After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention that if anyone found out that I was the leaker, I would be in big, big trouble.
But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious how you just happen to have this kind of info the moment we need it.
Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. Therefore, I must always be aware of what's hot on the market in order to secure more sales. As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, no one can dispute it.
Name your
It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The Divine Knowledge Capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain Misery, the leader of Ain El Ahmar.
Ain El Ahmar? You mean the Eremites who worship the
So
Scarlet
they have
King?
it already?
Ah, so you're already familiar with them. The group has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge Capsule. After all, they believe it contains the power of the Scarlet King. That Divine Knowledge Capsule is unlike any other canned knowledge I've seen before. It was glowing bright red. The capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took. You can look for yourself.
Thanks for the info, Dory.
Please, it's my pleasure. It's all thanks to discerning customers such as yourselves that my efforts yesterday were not in vain. Please, don't hesitate to contact me if you ever need anything else in the future. More effort, Dory. Open stores.
Alhaitham, we got the info you wanted.
Really? All right. Let's hear it.
It's in the hands of Ain El Ahmar? Ahmar? I forgot how to pronounce it.
Evidence to
Dang it.
verify the intel. Have a look.
Huh, look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken
Did we
some
not get to
guts
see
just
the
to
picture?
infiltrate the scene of the Eremites transaction. But then to get close enough to take a picture like this. Bold move, Dory. Very bold move. All right. The person in this picture is indeed Misery, the leader of Ain El Ahmar. And in which case, if we play our cards right,
My bad.
when we confront them next week, we should be able to force them to show their hand.
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ain El Ahmar guys. But now, it sort of makes sense. Everything's playing right into your hand. After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their boss and get them to lend us the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the afternoon of the arranged date, 3 o'clock sharp. See you then.
Awesome. Yeah.
Alhaitham. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough to actually show up.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more worried that you might go back on your promise. But to your credit, it appears that you're sticking to your word. This is turning into quite an occasion. I also brought some backup. I assume you don't mind.
Backup? Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to support this lunatic because he helped you out? Fine. Your funeral. I'm not going to mince my
I have
words.
no idea.
Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Uh-oh, here they come. Good luck, you two.
Paimon is such a coward.
That's close enough.
Fate is upon you. Whirling snow.
Oh, is this a cutscene? Oh.
Academia scum! Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can...
What's happening? I know what's happening. Dude, that guy's not okay. Oh. Oh my. Oh my god. Oh, this.
What happened to him?
This got really violent. Dude, his thing is red too. Oh.
We have to cut his Akasha connection.
He's glitching. Oh, the music is getting really cool. Oh, yes. Alhaitham. Dude, look at the move. Dude, that was so cool. Alhaitham is so cool.
Target acquired. Arrest him.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Alhaitham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away.
Oh no. I feel like something really unfortunate happened. Oh, the music. I love it. Dude, that was dramatic. It's still dramatic. This guy is...
World.
Forget me. Oh! Dude. That's what the tree said.
What in Tibet just
The question is that Greater Lord Kusanali or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
It looks like he used the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
You mean the Divine Knowledge Capsule did that to him? Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane after getting knowledge from Irminsul?
So
I've
we need
heard
to
of
use
numerous incidents of
we're
researchers
fine.
in Satyavada life going insane. The state that man is now in suggests that this is a similar situation. This divine knowledge capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything like the rumors suggest. Possessing it doesn't grant you divine wisdom or power. Did you hear what he said? World, forget me. What could that possibly mean?
That's beyond me. I don't know.
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the Divine Knowledge Capsule back too. What a shame. We were so close. Still,
Well, we know it's
didn't
at the
expect the Divine
Academia.
Knowledge Capsule would be so dangerous. Imagine if we tried to open it. Oh, who knows what would have happened to us?
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos. I believe our collaboration has also reached its end.
Oh, that's sad.
We were so busy trying to find the Divine Knowledge Capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something. Since you're a member of the Academia, do you have any idea how we could go about meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire administration. Most of the time, you wouldn't know she exists at all. Moreover,
I've heard,
since
like,
the Academia
literally
possesses
everywhere.
the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom, scholars have no reason to desire to make contact with the deity herself anyway.
Everything about Lesser Lord Kusanali is such a mystery.
I'm heading back to the Academia. How about you two?
We have a festival to attend.
Sumeru's festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good.
Yeah, let's do that.
Then we'll part ways here, Alhaitham, until we meet again.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
He also scammed us. Why is everyone here a scammer?
Did we oversleep?
Probably not. Doesn't seem like
We
it.
should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Today is finally here. I must cherish every moment as if it were gold.
You've worked so hard for this day. You gotta enjoy it to the fullest.
You know it. Oh, it's just that, as expected, I had some trouble falling asleep last night. I'm hoping my body won't be too much of an issue today. Well, shall we?
If not, I'm sure Dia will.
Let's start with the stalls over there.
What's alchemical divination? Those two things sound like they'd be fun to try together.
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it.
It is said to be a mysterious craft invented by none other than Lesser Lord Kusanali herself.
So, how does it work?
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll use them to perform a random transmutation.
Sure sounds random. So random that it will probably fail.
That is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, your one and only diviner here will interpret the remnants.
I don't really buy it.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced back to fate. You could say this is a pearl of old wisdom.
Why does everything sound so much more credible when Dunyarzad says it? Are you guys working together?
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young lady sure knows her stuff. So, how about it? Want to give it a try?
Sure.
Okay, one moment.
The
Paimon
moon?
wants to take a look too.
Oh, I skipped past that.
Is it? It looks more like a pie that Paimon bit into.
That makes sense.
Generally speaking, the moon signifies...
So I'm gonna just... There you go.
It means... Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh,
He's new to
I
this.
remember now. It means illusions and lies.
That is...
Illusions
not-
and lies?
That's not good.
That sounds rather ominous.
That is
Yes,
not good.
but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
He's not even trying to hide his book anymore.
Naturally, fate will only
don't
ever
think
show
it's
you the
bad to
beginning of a
be,
journey.
You know, read
It
from
is
a
up
book.
to you
He's
to
a
forge your
student.
own ending. Oh, thank you so much. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stop.
Why does this music get so dramatic? Like,
Large
we're
flower
literally
carriages
just
used to
walking.
parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw...
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, I commend you on your contributions to the glorious Sabzeruz festival. All right, little soldiers,
Dude, I like this
take
guy's
your Yalta
mustache.
candies and don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed!
Yes, Knight Ferris!
Dude, these children are very,
What is going on here?
very obedient.
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is another Sabzeruz festival icon, and one immensely popular with children. In the past, the actor portraying Ferris would also sit on a flower carriage.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories today.
As are we to you, Vihar.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalta candies? They're a festival staple, and I happen to have some boxes readied here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
I want the blue one.
Whichever one? Don't these boxes all look the
I want
same?
the blue one.
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random
one.
flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw.
Give me the blue
Flavors
one.
include
Give me
lavender
the blue
melon,
one.
hara fruit, sunsetia,
Ooh, those all sound pretty good.
and there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
I mean, I wouldn't mind the onikabuto if it gave me like an onikabuto, because like I need those for Ito.
Huh? What's up with those two flavors?
Onikabuto is a little spicier than Lizard Tail.
Dunyarzad, you tried them before? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants the Sunsetia flavor.
Don't blame me if I choose the wrong one,
It's
Paimon.
alright. Paimon believes in you.
I also
very
believe in
nice.
your intuition.
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
I have a feeling the onikabuto is either gonna be 2. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 or 4. We'll do 4. Oh. Yeah. It's definitely 4.
Excellent work! That is indeed Sunsetia.
Dang it!
Paimon bet you survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right.
I wanted the onikabuto.
Attention! Here's your Sunsetia flavored candy.
Thanks a
Can
lot,
I pick
Knight
one
of Candies.
for
It's
myself?
Knight of Flowers, not Knight of Candies.
Paimon really wilted the carriageless Knight of Flowers.
Now basically sound the same. We got our candy, so let's keep going.
Oh, actually, I just remembered that I left something behind. Since you're here, can you come with me to get it?
Sure.
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early riser?
These people.
I know, right? Hey, wait a minute. Boss, isn't that her?
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck.
I don't
She's
trust anyone
walking
with
right
red
into our
eyes.
clutches.
Don't worry, we can just fight them.
Those Eremites don't look like they're up to any good.
Who are you? I don't believe the Homayanis hired you.
That's right. We haven't received any of their Mora, but I wonder how much the Humayanis would shell out to get you back.
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad!
Yeah, professional here.
Hey,
we're good.
did you scumbags even consider that
and
the
she's
Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're Dia. Dia the Flame.
Yeah, she's like basically alive.
No wonder we mercs haven't heard anything about you for so long. You sold your unruly mane to the highest bidder.
Don't speak so disrespectfully. My family started working with her as gratitude for her past kindness to us.
Sure.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One punch and those rabid dogs will expose themselves for what they really are.
Aren't your claws all dull by now? Don't get too cocky!
Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to a safe location.
Sure.
No, we're gonna stay and help. There's too many of them.
We can't guarantee anyone's safety here.
You're right.
Please be careful, Dia.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job. Look out for yourself. After I've wiped the floor with them, I'll go find you all. My lady, Traveler, found ya.
You okay?
Dia! You took care of them so fast!
Any more of them? Or rather, did anyone follow you?
Dia, your arm.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to land a hit on me at all, but I'm still getting used to this new greatsword.
Please, let me take a closer look.
Means?
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as fragile as you think.
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the one you were using before?
About that. Well, I sold it, because I was low on Mora. Stuff like this happens every now and then.
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of preparations?
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry, and I'm not gonna lose my commission because I made my employer cry, am I?
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your commission, but selling your weapon without permission and getting hurt? I'll have to reevaluate your performance.
Oh,
You're so unreasonable, my lady.
Thank you very much, Dia.
Don't be like that. I get embarrassed really easily.
She needs help.
Feeling unwell again, Dunyarzad?
My lady, your condition. Traveler, can you take her somewhere to rest? I'll look around the area to make sure we're safe from an ambush.
Come on.
Truly. I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone. I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar. It's terminal now.
Oh. It's the same thing
Can't believe it's
Cole
Elazar.
has.
You've already heard of
Traveler's
Elazar.
face was mine, too.
In that case, you probably know about its severity. Sumeru's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure. The disease's progression can only be delayed through environmental
relating to
therapy.
Sumeru?
Dunyarzad.
Or
There's no need to be sad.
Archon?
I've always lived with Elazar, and I came to terms with it a long time ago. Compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this, its effects on my life have been much more painful. I know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the best environment
You weren't
for me,
sent to the
so that I can live for that much longer.
right? Oh.
However, did you know? Before I ran away from home this time, the world outside of my home didn't even know that I existed. Since I was a child, all I could do was sit on my bed and stare at everything outside of my window. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I I just didn't want to have any regrets.
Her LSR
I wanted
seems
to
worse
meet other
than
people.
Cole's.
To me, there's nothing more beautiful than being able to meet and speak with others. Not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. The joy on everyone's faces here, and all the support I've received from friends like Dia. This way, when my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful.
Oh.
At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world. Right?
Yeah, I'll remember you, Genshin.
As long as you don't forget Paimon. Paimon also won't forget about you. No, even if you forget Paimon, Paimon will still remember you.
Thank you two so much. I apologize for
the
depressing
sunset makes
conversation.
Way more like
this
dramatic.
is out of character for me.
Sad.
To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. If it weren't for her encouragement, I wouldn't have taken that first step.
You're already so strong for never giving up. Yep.
Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
Look at that. Yeah, right.
Oh,
she
right.
looks so cool. That was
Isn't
a
it almost
beautiful
time?
scene.
Huh? Almost time for what?
Isn't the Dance of Sub-Zeros about to begin? It's the part of the festival that I've been looking forward to the most. Nilu will recreate that legendary scene with her most splendid dancing. And the Sub-Zeros festival will conclude amid everyone's applause and blessings.
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
Oh no, my Karens are here.
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage. Why is he here in person?
But the Dance of Sub-Zeros is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zeros festival. If we can't perform it...
The Sub-Zeros festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals.
Oh, shoot.
Only the Academia can host such an event. If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency.
That guy kind of
I
looks
advise that
cool,
you
though.
exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
Dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason?
Oh, shoot.
Our archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City.
Dude, there's a
for
lot
all
of political
scholars who
issues
sought
in
validity,
Sumeru.
verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the goddess of flowers dedicated a dance to her.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me.
Oh.
What you should be doing is
dude, this
finding
guy's
workers to
kinda
tear down this
arrogant.
ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before
Can't we
the
just
next
do it anyway
day that prohibits
when I
public
leave?
art performances. We will announce it to the public later via the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zeros Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
They really hate the Dendrogon.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. You all saw that just now? The Grand Sage ordered
Just
us
do it
to
anyway.
stop the performance.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. But how do we let everyone know? And what about the atmosphere on the stage? Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance. No. They just threatened to investigate the organizers. If we were caught...
Nilu, it's alright. Don't worry about it.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zeros so much. And I know how important this festival is to you. I don't want you to have any regrets.
It's okay. Seeing you care this much about my feelings is more than enough. It would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zeros festival at this point. I don't want to get everyone in trouble.
If you say so. But you can sneak out for the next Sub-Zeros festival, right? We'll make sure the next one is a smashing success.
The next one. Yes.
No.
Okay.
She's gonna be dead by then.
It will be a smashing success.
She's lying.
I can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
We should try to think of another way.
It really is okay. There's nothing we can do about it. Still, I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Milu's dance.
Yeah, me too.
It's a shame the festival ended the way it did. Milu and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zero's festival a success. But Dunyarzad is running out of time.
She knows that, for sure.
Yeah.
What? Oh, that... I did not like that sound.
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable framework possible. The project is entered its most critical phase.
What is happening? Is that a dream?
We're gonna be late! It's all because you wouldn't get out of bed! We should go meet Dunyarzad right away!
That was strange. Anyway, that's pretty much all the time I have, so yeah. I hope you have a good day and a good night, and goodbye.